Ladies and gentlemen, the 2023 Chelan Mountain Goat Marching Band under the direction of Luke Simmons, Lauren Ware, and Asher Kelly. That was Danger Zone from Top Gun, some Kenny Loggins. Thus, the aviator glasses. All right, I have in front of you here students from grades 7 through 12. So there are double the set of the awards here this evening. So bear with me as we honor a whole bunch of students. I want to tell a quick story before we start though. So after each parade, we always get back to the band room and it's managed chaos. I'm going to use that managed word. But normally as students leave the room, there's just stuff like everywhere. It looks like a disaster. Mrs. Hoffman and I are moving stuff around. It's just a mess. Except for this year. Your students, your sons, daughters, grandchildren did an awesome job each parade without us even asking, getting vans loaded, stuff put away. They're treating all of our equipment and our brand new uniforms with such respect, and that's a huge tribute to you guys and our families and our community, so thank you so much. All right, so if you get one of these awards here, you should step out of the band lineup and wave at people and let them know where you are, because you all look about the same with that green uniform on. In the 7th, 8th grade band, as voted upon by their peers, the most musical, Jaden Elliott. On the toms here tonight. Awesome. Most improved, we have Gage Puckett on trombone, Jaden Lyles on alto sax, and Haley Fulgerson on clarinet. Where are you guys? Nice job. Our outstanding musician tonight on the mellophone is Grant Cook, on the sousaphone Paxton Johnson, on the trumpet Cole Nelson, and on the trumpet Jaden Burdick. The Director's Awards for 7th, 8th grade band are going to Austin Zimmer on the Berry sax, Wyatt Tilbury on the trombone, and Tanner Orsted on trumpet. All right, on to our high school band awards. Most musical as voted upon by his or her peers. We have Luke Simmons. Luke is currently spending about as much time in the band room as I do daily. He has taken up a spot as a desk in my room. We're going to miss Luke. Where are we going next? Okay, Outstanding Musician Awards. We have Mally Benson on the trumpet and Ben Brownfield on the quad toms tonight. Most improved, Catherine Martinez on the piccolo. Director's Awards are going to go to Greer Bainbridge on the mellophone and Luke Simmons, our drum major. We have an Outstanding Freshman Award, and man, I tell you, when I looked at all the freshmen in our band this year, this one was really hard to narrow down. This year it's going to go to Zimri Kelling on the sousaphone. All right. Okay, just a couple more things here, and then we're going to go to some of our big awards. Some of these people have been in band for 4 years, and they are our seniors. We have Greer Bainbridge on the mellophone tonight, Mally Benson on the trumpet, Zalima Davila on the clarinet, Luke Simmons on the drum major, and I know Sam Wallace would have been there for 4 years, but she just started band in January this year. So those are our seniors and our 4-year members this year. Let's give them a round of applause. All right. This next one's a hard one. We're going to do this one first. Where's Mrs. Hoffman? You need to come down here. We'll start talking about you before you totally get here. Or you can applaud the entire time she comes down. Okay, so I was telling somebody before the concert, I really wanted to do this. I wanted to put like a big Adirondack chair out here, put an umbrella up, and just keep bringing Mrs. Hoffman iced teas or lemonades through the entire concert. But the truth is that the concert probably couldn't happen without glitches unless I had her down here helping and working with me. So as much as I would like to have given her the relaxation tonight, she'll have to take that next year when I can put out her Adirondack chair for her. Boy, we've got a lot of stuff here with Mrs. Hoffman. So first, she's been with the school district for 33 years. And 22 of those years were part of the music department. First as a partial music department aide, and then and some food service stuff, and then eventually as a full-time aide as our numbers grew to the point that we're at now. Mrs. Hoffman is truly instrumental in helping our band program grow and managing our program. I could stand here for an hour and tell you all of the things that she does and has taught me about Chelan in the last years, the last 17 years that I've been here. She hasn't helped me pronounce some of the crazy named roads in Manson, but she can keep trying. I wrote down a couple things here earlier that I just want to share with you. Some words that came to mind as we talked about Mrs. Hoffman. Dedicated. Her students were part of this program. She was part of this program. She worked with our students for 33 years in our district. Dedicated to her job. Loyal to Chelan beyond belief. It is always Chelan. It is always, how can we make something great here for our students and for our community? Talented. Mrs. Hoffman was part of Chelan Valley Players, Valley Winds, probably more things than I can remember. Singing and playing and acting and dancing and everything else that goes with that. Caring. I think everybody up here in the marching band would say that Mrs. Hoffman is probably one of the most, if not the most caring person in our school. Compassionate. Unless you lose your shoes. Right? If you lost your shoes, the compassion maybe has gone out the window. Patient. Oh, she's patient. Even with me, Mrs. Hoffman is patient. Kind. She has an awesome sense of humor. Motivated. You know, when you get to your final year of work, there might be things that you wouldn't do the same way that you did, or with the same energy, or the same passion, and same commitment. But Mrs. Hoffman has done that all the way through to the very end here. Helpful. Whenever anybody needs something. Guys, when I need something in class, what do? I yell Mrs. Hoffman's name, and she comes running from any corner of the band room and immediately helps whatever student needs something, or if I need something. And she has been so supportive of the arts forever. And I know that she will continue to be so supportive of the arts in her retirement. So Mrs. Hoffman, some of you may know, absolutely loves Minions. So we have a mini notebook that all of our students in grades 6 through 12 have written little notes of endearment. It should take you quite a while to read all of them. We're not quite done yet. Sheesh. And I wanted to invite our seniors up here, because Mrs. Hoffman is a senior citizen. I wanted to invite our seniors up here. So seniors are going to come up and say a few words about Mrs. Hoffman. You guys have this planned out and ready to go. I'm going to hand the microphone over to Luke, and he's going to go.
Man, Mrs. Hoffman, I mean, Mr. Burdick basically said not enough, but everything I could think of. You have always been probably the nicest person I know. I mean, I walk in every day, you greet me, yeah, weekend was, and just every time I need music for any of my instruments, any one of my instruments. I remember every time we get a new piece of music, Miss Hoffman walks up to me, she's handing music out to everybody else, and she goes, "Now, Luke, which instrument are you playing for this song?" And then I turn to her and I go, can I have all of them? And she does, and she gets it for me. And she has been the most supportive person, and she's super kind, super helpful to the entire band. Like, this band would probably not look this good. She took care of a lot of the uniform ordering, and she literally does everything. So, we'll miss you. I know I'm leaving next year, as well as you, but this entire band will never be the same. So thank you.
I've known you for 8 years, and I'm honored that you're student. I really appreciate you. I'm sure our band does too. You're like one of the hardest working women in now, and I really appreciate that. To be like you, like have you both.
Well, just like these two over here, I've known you since sixth grade, actually, and you have always just been this warm and welcoming character in the band, and you have, yes, and you have always been there for people's needs, no matter the cost, even if they're personal or school related. You've always been there for every single student, and that is not something you really see normally in teachers nowadays sometimes, and it's just so endearing to see this this amazing figure in front of the entire band, which we all love and adore, and so we just want to thank you so much for being around all these years, and everyone's going to miss you very, very much. So thank you, Mrs. Hoffman.
Mrs. Hoffman, you're just the kindest, most amazing human being in this whole entire world. I was going to miss you already going off to college, and I'm extra going to miss you because when I go to high school, you're not going to be there. You are like my second grandma, for real. You ask me how my day is, you give me the best hugs, you're just like the best ever, and I'm truly going to miss you so much. Okay, well, I told everyone that I wasn't going to cry, that I was going to cry, and now I am, so yeah, that's fun. But I'm a Running Start student, so I do all my school online and at home, but whenever I come to school, Mrs. Hoffman is the first person to just ask me how I'm doing, catch up with me on life. I know a lot about our grandchildren. We've talked about that a lot over the past few years. And so I'm really excited for you to be able to spend more time with them. But we're all going to miss you so much. We appreciate you. And yeah, we miss you so much.
Oh, Mrs. Hoffman. Okay, I know of the, hold on, quick math, 6 of us standing up here. I've known you the least amount of time. However, when I first joined band, I was ready to leave. I didn't want anything to do with it. I was like out. And you, and Mr. Burdick as well, but you especially, coming up to me, getting to know me so quickly and asking me how I was every day, it changed my viewpoint on band so quick, just within that first week. And I was like, I have to stay, if not for anyone, if not for Mrs. Hoffman. Everyone here has mentioned it, and it's so true. You are genuinely one of the nicest people. You care about us not only in our band involvement, but also in our personal lives. And I think I can speak for everyone here when we say that we are so incredibly grateful for you and for the service that you brought to our band. Thank you.
So, and literally, I think every student up here could have some funny story about Mrs. Hoffman or some endearing story. So, she will be greatly missed, but not gone, because she'll be coming to lots of music things for sure. Okay, seniors, you guys can head back to your spots. You can hang around for another minute or two. So, in the awards, you have to do something pretty special to have an award named after you. So we have several awards that are named after people that have given a lot to our music department. And we've created a new award here that's going to be the Helpful Hoffman Award. And it's going to go to someone yearly who is just super helpful. and is willing to do anything that you ask him. And I think this person, the band will start knowing exactly who it is as I talk about them. This person hung out in the band room a lot, but was not in band. This person ate lunch in the band room, I think, every day during like pandemic stuff and after. And I would finally say to him, hey man, you're here so much, you just need to be in the band. This is ridiculous. If you're gonna eat lunch in my room every day, you're gonna be in band. And he's like, no, I'm not doing band. I'm not doing it. No. Well, anyway, so we finally convinced him to be the TA for band, the teacher's assistant. So we did that this year. And then my whole thing was that somehow we were gonna get him marching with us, and that we were going to get him in the band. Now, he still says he's not signed up for band next year. I've got probably a few hundred people up here that can, badger him about this. But the Helpful Hoffman Award is going to go to Asher Kelling, who ended up being one of our drum majors after having never been in band. All right. Hey, we are going to do just a couple more quick words, and we're going to finish up with one more tune here. Another award that's named after a musician in our town is the 13th annual John Duff Musician of the Year Award. And this goes to somebody who gives their musical passion and skills to our community without asking for anything in return, other than the gift and the joy of themselves sharing that gift with us. Previous winners: John Duff himself, Josiah Hunter, Forrest Brown, Kalen Swenson, Marcus Ray, Jenny Sundberg, Gio Reyes, John Duff again, Gustavo Vega Ramirez, Annika Nolan, Merrick Palazzo, Jonathan Zelaya, Scott Abel, Jacob Beckel, Gavin Peterson, Dylan Bainbridge, Levi Jeffries, and the 2023 John Duff Musician of the Year Award, Luke Simmons. All right, we got one more thing to finish out with. No, I'm sorry, two more things. Another one is a community member or organization or something that has given a great service to the band as well. This year, this is going to go to somebody who came on board and started helping out and playing with the band just to have fun with us. And then they ended up doing almost all the pep band games as the leader for basketball and football. And then every time we have an event or something, he always is the first person to text me or call me and say, hey, Mr. Burdick, do you need some help? And that's a crazy question to ask me because I'm always going to say yes. And this award is going to go to Malin Kraus. Mal was a tuba player, graduated in 2018. 2018. Oh, so close. Awesome. Thank you, Malin, for helping us out so much. Last thing tonight is, I have to look here quick. Is Patty Myers, or Patty Myers' family, anybody in the audience tonight? I'm looking, I don't see. Maybe yes, no? Okay, the Myers family, at the passing of Bob Myers, who was a trumpet player in our community, who played for a lot of stuff, played for Chelan Valley Players, played for Valley Winds, played in the Air Force Band, I believe. He was a great trumpet player. He passed away a few years ago, and his family donated a pretty substantial sum of money in order to enrich children's lives in music. And we're offering a Bob Myers Memorial Scholarship to 2 students up here tonight. I'm going to give you their names, and I'm going to tell you a little bit what they're going to do with the funds that we give them, or that the Myers family has supplied for them. The first one is Jaden Elliott.
Chaka 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 chaka.